Rabbi John hooked us up with today. Goliath, the best shroom there is in the world.
You wearing cologne?
No, that's my aftershave.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you smell different.
I almost want to fuck you. Oh my god.
Not on camera.
God damn it.
Let's start the podcast.
All right.
So that was the title. Say no to drugs.
Okay.
All right, let's get to
Even though the end is just don't do drugs.
Which is probably a mistake on my part. Oh, we don't do a title credit, do we?
Yeah, no, I don't think we did anything. That video was strictly you and me.
The description is a harsh look at the realities of drugs.
It wasn't very harsh.
Well, I mean, no. No, it wasn't.
That's not to say that excuses doing drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess don't do drugs.
Yeah, I don't do drugs. Do you do drugs?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so don't do drugs, kids.
Now
that sounded facetious, like we do drugs. I don't do drugs, so don't do drugs. They're bad for you.
I do drink. I do drink once in a while.
Yeah,
but I don't go. I don't get crazy with it.
No, I don't drink.
At least not usually. A good buzz. That's what I get. But I don't like the taste of alcohol.
It's quite disgusting.
I still don't like it. I've never gotten used to it.
Beer tastes like throw up to me. And any other like vodka or like any other like core just tastes like vinegar and gasoline.
Yeah, see, I've never liked the taste of beer. I've always I almost want to say I've always been envious of the dudes that, can come home and then pop out a cold bottle of beer and just relax. Because it does look kind of refreshing, but if I've had beer and I'm like, it's not refreshing at all. It's super refreshing. Bitter. I don't like the flavor.
It's disgusting.
And yeah, I just don't like it.
I mean, you could literally come home and relax with a cold one of anything.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm a little envious of the guys that do like the beer, because I'm like, dang, that means that you genuinely enjoy it, and I just genuinely don't really enjoy it. Although the last time that I went to a bar, I got a hard seltzer or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
And it basically tasted like beer, but a pretty tolerable beer in my opinion. So I don't know.
Last time I was at a bar, I ordered a water.
Yep.
Jack and I were at a bar meeting some writer friends of his, some directors and stuff like that.
Okay.
I ordered a water. I think he ordered a soda. And then we left, and our Uber driver hit another car.
Half for you, half for me. What?
I don't mind other people doing drugs, just not around me. I don't like this. I don't like the smell of marijuana. It gives me a migraine. If I smell it, it gives me migraines.
I've never really liked the smell of weed either.
Cigarette smoke gives me headaches as well.
Cigarette smoke's pretty bad.
I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. If we do this, it'll stay. And if we can't do it, it's gonna get cut out. What's been your heaviest drug experience? Not that you've personally done drugs, because I know you don't do drugs. But what have you seen happen in college? Basically, it's gonna be a college story. Because I have a good one.
I've seen coke. Honestly, that's the hardest thing that I know of that I've seen somebody do in front of me. I've seen maybe one or two guys do coke in front of me. But other than that, I don't know. In college, I always saw people smoking weed. And even now, weed's legal now.
Weed's legal now, so it's super casual.
That's another thing.
Yeah, but when we were in college, it wasn't legal.
Yeah.
And there was everyone smoked pot in college.
Yeah.
It was hard not to find somebody who didn't smoke pot,
or at least
a triple negative.
At least in a little bit, but yeah, no, it was coke. I never saw anybody do heroin or crack or meth or.
I knew guys who did acid, but I never saw them take the acid. I always saw them like after the acid.
Yeah.
I saw guys on Molly.
Well, okay. I knew people were on those substances. Yeah, because I know they were.
But those aren't like, I know LSD is like a hard drug, right? But is it harder than coke?
I have no idea.
Because I've seen people do. I
haven't actually looked into like the comparability of those things, and I also don't like. I wouldn't know when somebody's like on one over the other.
Yeah.
So,
no,
but I know that Molly was pretty prominent.
It's pretty prevalent.
And LSD. I don't know about acid, although I feel like that might also be, because that's another psychedelic type. Yeah. So I figured that was probably around UCSB a fair amount.
Because like I remember walking in at a party on like a group of guys doing cocaine, and they were doing it pretty casually. Like I didn't know they were doing it until like I sat down. And I was like, we were talking, and then like I realized, oh, they were doing cocaine.
Yeah, in the movies they always like make a big point about the cocaine.
Yeah.
And in real life, the cocaine's just kind of there.
It's just casual. Hey, man, can you keep it down? We're doing drugs.
Yeah, like the guy that I saw, I'd never met him before, but we were just hanging, me and some of my other roommates from my sophomore year were hanging out on a bench at night, and like near our apartment. And these two guys came out and started chatting it up with us. And then one of them casually pulled out like a little vial with like the coke in it, and he used a spoon, snorted it, and he was like still talking casually. And then like he just like put the tube back on, put the spoons away, and like kept talking. And he only paused to acknowledge it briefly, like, and yes, I just did coke right now. And let me just preface this by saying, it's the most underrated. It's the most not underrated.
Overrated.
No. Underwhelming drug you'll ever do. He's like, they always say it's this or that, and then he's like, but really, when you do cocaine, he said, really, when you do cocaine, it's just like, it feels like, oh wow, like, now I'm slightly more awake than I was a few seconds ago. And then that kind of got me thinking, like, maybe I should do cocaine.
You know what's funny? That guy probably wasn't being sold cocaine then.
That's the other thing I was thinking.
He probably was getting like vitamin E or something.
Or maybe you just got some weak stuff. I have no idea. Maybe everything he said is completely true though.
But then like there's in college I was hanging by the library just waiting. I was waiting for one of my classmates to work on a project, and some guy mistook me for his drug dealer. Because like I don't know, they must have been like texting on the phone. I haven't met yet. Mm-hmm. But basically, he came up to me and he's like, "Yo, man, are you Caleb?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Caleb, like, supposed to meet you here." And I was like, I'm not Caleb. I'm sorry, man." He goes, "Oh, man, yeah, my bad, dude. My bad, my bad, man." And they just took off running into the library.
He's like, "Narc."
Yeah. So those have been basically my experiences. So like, what happened with this video is like we thought it'd be kind of funny to be like, we don't do drugs, so like it'd be funny to do a video where we're doing drugs,
where we make fun of it.
Yeah, we make fun of the idea of it, and it was going on so prevalent, like around us, everyone was doing drugs.
Yeah, I think everybody does drugs in general and in society. Not everyone. A lot of people do.
Like a lot of people. I mean, caffeine's a drug. And even,
I'm against caffeine too.
It's a highly addictive drug that people are doing every day. Yeah. And so, like the dependency of caffeine is like I think it's labeled as one of the most addictive drugs.
And it's perfectly legal.
And it's perfectly legal, which is crazy.
Yeah, not to say
that people are destroying themselves, and families with caffeine use.
In the same way.
I mean, they're cranky when they wake up and they need their caffeine fix, but they're not like murdering people over caffeine, Dude, no! A couple of the shots though, in there, like me, being shirtless and on the bluffs beach. That was actually a video that we never made. That was
wasn't that for
the band?
Yeah.
That was gonna be the second episode of the band.
Yeah.
Which it was just gonna be a music video. And we shot most of that video, and then I edited it together, and it was just garbage. It was so bad. the song was bad. We shot some with some of our other friends, and that was bad. It was just like, it wasn't even their fault. It was just all around. It was just bad.
Everything that could have been terrible was terrible. Like, not, you know, in the other videos we've mentioned that, like, we thought it was bad, and then we start pulling it together, and it's like, oh wow, we like, this is kind of alright. It's
kind of good. It kind of works. Maybe we just got to like tweak it here and tweak it there. No, we looked at this like 6 different ways. We reshot stuff. We added new material to it, and there was no saving it.
Anyway, you looked at it, it was not gonna work.
Yeah, it was a bad idea from the beginning, and we scrapped it. But I still have shots that, I mean, some of the shots were usable, so we used it in this. I remember the last shot though. We had to do that so many times because like it was just the timing of like whipping it back and forth to get me shirtless with the bananas.
Damn it! Half of that Goliath was mine. Dude.
Yeah, and it was cool. Like we were messing around with the effects, like with the eyes dilation. So it was just a quick reverse the clip, close my eyes, and then completely dark, and then we shine a bright light on me as I open my eyes, and then put it in edit. I just reversed the time on it. It was super simple. It worked. Probably do a better job of that now, but it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The camera angles, I don't know why we just kept whipping back and forth. We could have just cut. I'll have you walk in, throw the bag, come back to me, catch the bag. You know what it is? I like one takes.
You do. I like you always like try and just group them all up and just get it in a shot. Even though that usually ends up complicating the whole thing.
Super complicated. Takes us multiple takes to do it.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause if you mess up the end, you got to do the entire thing again. So yeah, it's super complicated. I tend to make overcomplicate the shots, I think.
Hey, I mean, it's if you like what you like, man.
Yeah, but then well, I think for the minute and a half that this is, I think it turned out really well.
It turned out all right.
Yeah.
Didn't your mom say something about it?
Yeah, she said we made drugs look too fun.
Oh.
It's like, Mom, the titles don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Or say no to drugs.
Yeah. Well,
but she's like, no, you made it look really fun.
I kind of want to try it now.
Let's go do drugs, Alex.
Oh my gosh.
You have anything more?
No. This was a very on the fly.
Yeah.
Video idea.
Yeah. Which reminded us of another video that we shot, that we never finished, but maybe we'll revisit that.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be maybe we could make that one today. I think we easily could. Yeah. Well, not easily, but practically could.
Yeah, practically we could do that.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think the next episode is going to be either...
I'm pretty sure it's I.V.P.D.
No, that was way later. We shot a couple of skits before this because we wanted to hire other actors to be in it. And so we did a couple of different sketches.
Okay, well then whatever is up next, I don't know what it is.
Well, I don't know. It's either I'm here to fix the cable or Hot Chick.
No. It's
or the band episode.
I think it is. It is. I'm here to fix the cable. I'm pretty sure.
That was a fun one.
That was That was something. That was an experience.
Well, another short podcast, but short and sweet is kind of our thing here, which it isn't. It isn't really our thing here.
It's just whatever the podcast calls for.
So adios. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know if you like this stuff or not. Being told that we're doing a good job is usually all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So please tell me that I'm doing a good job. And we'll see you next time.